So I've never been the kind of person that likes to do videos that everyone else is doing, but you know what? I like watching these videos, so I'm gonna make one. Today, Ocean Angela is making a first video. My first word. My mom seems to think that my first word was mama, but I talked to my dad about it and my dad seems to think that my first word was yellow. Somehow I really do not believe this because yellow seems like a really complicated word for a small child to be saying for the first word, but apparently the story goes like this. I was sitting in my mom's room looking out the window at the backyard and there was a little like plastic toy banana that was laying in the dirt, and apparently I pointed at that toy and said yellow. I don't know, but that would be pretty cool if that was my first word. My first teddy bear was actually a little bear that I think I got when I was, I don't even know, maybe like 4, and it was purple and its name was Purple Larry, and loved that thing. I slept with it every night. Like if I didn't have my teddy bear, I could not sleep. I could not go to sleep. Like I had tea parties with this bear. It was my all and everything, and I still have it at the top of my closet. This is still in there. So yeah, Purple Larry. So my first friend in preschool, I know it's bad, but I don't remember their name. I just remember that I was invited over to her house for a birthday party one time and they had a huge trampoline. I was jumping on that trampoline and I fell and split my lip open. And after that, my mom would never let me go on trampolines, probably until like middle school. I'm thinking like middle school, maybe even later, because she was so terrified that I was gonna like fall and hurt myself again. My first fear was of the dark. I was terrified of the dark. I hated being alone. I had a little nightlight that I needed to sleep with all the time or else I would die, because the dark was not a good thing, and I didn't like the dark. I didn't like the dark. I didn't like it. The first person that I texted today was my friend Carl to make him jealous of the pancakes that I had this morning, which were blueberry pancakes. I just sent him a picture and just like 5 winky faces. My first phone I got when I was way too young. I was in 4th grade, but my mom seemed to think that was a good idea for me to have a phone because I was in daycare a lot and she just wanted to know that she'd be able to get a hold of me. But it was a just like silver like flip phone, and I remember it had a little like camera cover on the outside that I really like to play with, and I'm surprised I didn't break it because that's what I would do all day. I would just like play with the outside, this little like button that like moved to cover the camera, and yeah, it was a good hearty phone and lasted a while. The next one after that I got was a white chocolate which broke really quickly. But do you remember those? Those were like the shit. They were the cat's meow, you know what I'm saying? Like, anyways, first couple phones, there you go. My first memory, I don't even know, but I think my first memory was around my 4th birthday or something like that. And I just remember like running down the hallway and I was really excited because there were like really pretty presents wrapped on like the table in the living room, and I was just like really excited because I was 4, you know, like, yes. My first kiss occurred in middle school. It was, I don't remember how old I was. I was in 7th or 8th grade and I was at a friend's birthday party. We were playing sardines, I think, or like hide and go seek or something like that. And she lives like up in the mountains, and a group of like 4 of us like hiked up this hill and like found this perfect hiding spot, and we were all sitting there for a while. And then since nobody ever found us because it was such a good spot, I heard my friend yell like ollie ollie oxen free, and so then everyone started heading back down to her house. I remember walking in front of this person and like I, being the smart little middle schooler that I was like, oh, you know, like I'm gonna slip and then have him catch me. And he caught me, and then I like turned around to face him and thank him, you know. Then we kissed and that was that. So my first boyfriend, I'm pretty sure, was in 6th grade, and I'm pretty sure the only reason we started talking was because we walked in wearing the same jacket on the same day. So apparently both of us had gone and bought the same jacket. It was purple and black with like I don't know, like umbrellas or something on it. It's just like some design and like stripes. It's just like purple and black. So we ended up wearing it on the same day. I just remember him like walking in and us just both looking at each other and being like, and then I think we started texting. Then after that, we like dated for like 2 weeks. So my first job was in April of this year, and I modeled. For that, all I really had to do was dress up in like board shorts and a rash guard and throw on a life jacket and pretend that I was a hero. And yeah, that was what I had to do for my first job. So my first video was a text message that I got like as one of those like forward type things, and it was 7 things that I hate about everyone. And I basically just turned that text message into a video, and I just said facts. My principal and my history teacher of the school that I used to go to in middle school somehow saw that video. I don't know how. They were on like a trip for the school or something like that, and they were like both in a hotel room and they saw that video. I don't get how they did, but my history teacher walks in the day after they get back and is like, "Hey Sunshine," and I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "I saw your video." And I was just like, I just remember having my face like straight down on my desk and everyone being like laughing like hysterically. So yeah, that was my experience in relation to my first video. Lastly, the first person I ever subscribed to was Charlie. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that in my 50 facts video, but my sister showed me Charlie So Cool Likes channel and I was like, oh my goodness, I like this. But yeah, first person I ever subscribed to, Charlie is so cool like. One thing that I wanted to mention is that I'm using my Twitter a lot more, so it'd mean a lot to me if you go over and follow me on Twitter. And I hopefully will see you guys sooner rather than later. And that's all today from Ocean A.